tingle. Feel the heat and your waistline tingle. Body good, body stacked like Pringles. Girl, Myla, your waist bilingual. Link up and make your waistline mingle. Make it shake like shingles. Your skin clean, you not have no wrinkles. When they rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Bend down if you's a big dancer. Waistline cause you's a big dancer. When they rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer. Rum, tell you you's a big dancer. Hey, check.
Big kind of brother, who've been doing it my way, in my way for years, in my career, in every lover, y'all. In and out my life, I hit love and left the tears, without a care. Until I met this girl, turn the tables around. She caught me by surprise and I could be the one breaking down. I can't figure it out why I'm so got me feeling it. I don't know what it is, but she's twisted instead. I'm so got me feeling it. I'm losing control. This girl's got a hold on me. Yeah. Now, let me go, baby. Now listen, now listen, now listen.
Yo, what's good, boys and girls? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys see me? Let me get the 111 in the old chat if you can. What's good, Johnny? What's good, Carlos? What's good, Alex? What's happening? What's happening, JB? What's happening, Adam? What's good, Tom? What's good, boys and girls? So let's get straight into this with no further ado. Oh, you like the music? Oh yeah, I like this channel too, bro. Apartment Life, me and more fire music, bro. But yeah, let's just get straight into this. Let me start recording, and then yeah, we'll get straight into it. So pretty much every move we mentioned yesterday pretty much happened. So let's have a little recap of yesterday's price action. Let's see exactly what happened, exactly what's going on. And then we'll take it from there. Obviously, we've got PPI coming out in about 25 minutes. So if I don't remember, someone let me know when that drops. But it should, yeah, we should be good for it, man. So anyway, let's get straight into this. So let's start off with a musical show. Of course, bro. DJ. So, right, obviously, if we sort of zoom out with a dollar. So my narrative on the dollar still kind of remains more bullish. Now, again, I have to be clear with the economics for the dollar right now. And we spoke about this briefly yesterday, that in terms of, obviously, with the dollar and where we really get most of our bias from, is we have to really look at what is going on with inflation, right? And inflation recently hasn't done much. It's just sort of been ranging, just kind of going sideways. We haven't really seen any breakout trends when it comes to inflation. So, like, the Fed at this point are just keeping rates steady. Like, there's no plan for the Fed to cut rates. There's no plan for them to hike rates at this moment in time because, again, there's nothing crazy really going on with inflation, right? Obviously, if we started to see consistent trends of inflation going up, then yeah, the Fed would have to step in and start raising rates. And obviously that would add extra bullishness to the dollar, bearishness to risk assets. But like, there's really nothing going on. Like, for the last few months, inflation has just kind of been sideways. and hence why the dollar has also, well, I mean, we'll speak about it, but has also kind of not done a lot since May. Now, if you had a gun to my head, I would say this is still an active accumulation as of now. Um, do I use commitment of traders? Sometimes, bro. I mean, like they can be helpful. But I think at the end of the day, you really need the charts and the economics to really get more certainty in your direction. COT. So like, when we look at like, for example, the positions of like institutions and like if they're long or short. I mean, this is delayed, so it's not really the best thing in the world. It's not always 100% accurate because they can be hedging. They can also, it's also delayed as well. Um, but it can add as an extra confluence. Like we can see that they're net long on the dollar, which makes sense, and hence why we can see that the dollar has been accumulating for the last few months, right? So when it comes down to it, bro, we can see if we sort of zoom. Yeah, I am, bro. If we sort of zoom out a little bit, we can see that obviously price created a sign of strength, came back, mitigated, created another sign of strength, and now we're currently in the process of trying to mitigate now. So the question is, if the Fed's rates will be higher for longer, that can drive more bullishness into the dollar for sure. But again, there's no trading, there's no certainty, right? Trading involves risk, and obviously risk always means being wrong and potential loss, right? There's no guarantee of anything in life. There's no guarantee we wake up tomorrow. So for me, how I deal with that as a trader is I create if-then scenarios, right? I don't go to the market and say, right, it has to go up today, unless you're PD Ranger, right? But for example, when we see the market come into this demand zone, we spoke about this yesterday, that we are now in the process of an accumulation. Right now, we was looking at potentially one more sweep before a sign of strength. But obviously, we did see a small reaction out of this trading range. Now, I don't think we're out of the woods yet. It would be really nice if we were to break this. But again, this could also be the start of our trading range, and this could be like our BC, or sorry, our SC, AR, ST, STB, and a potential spring. All right, this could be it. Now, what will confirm that this is the spring for me is what happens today. So if today we come down and accumulate anywhere in here and not break this line in the sand here, right? And we get some sort of accumulation in here, then I think it's worth trying to short EU and GU, right? It's definitely worth trying to play some positions on that. Now, for me, what I'm going to be watching on the dollar is I'm not taking a trade this second. I'm going to set an alert around like 99,800, set an alert around like 100.85 and see if we're going to get a sign of strength, right? If we get that sign of strength and break this, I'll play into this, sell before buy, and I'll play a mitigation out of this to send it higher. Right, so that's why I've got the alert on the high. If it obviously comes into here and accumulates, I'll look for a buy. If it breaks this, I'll still look for a buy down here. Ultimately, my line in the sand and my invalidation point is down here. So as long as we don't break this, I think we're still pretty much good to go on the dollar. So when we sort of look at what happened on that EU GU, we spoke about them being in a distro yesterday. All right. Obviously, we are in supply to the left. All right, and we can see that we are in like a type 4 distro. Preliminary support, buyer's climax, automatic reaction, secondary test, up thrust. In a while? Oh, yeah, bro. Welcome to trading, man. There's a lot of waiting. Yeah, so we have now got a minor sign of weakness. Obviously, major sign of weakness would be price breaking here. So again, euro is the opposite to DXY. So I'm literally just waiting now to see what sort of reactions we're going to get. If price can come up into here, and let's say the scanner can call something on like the 15-minute or the 5-minute, I'd definitely be happy to play shorts off the scanner. Or if we get that micro distro or that micro redistro, either or I'll play. So either the distro, redistro, or the scanner calls an entry in here. Again, if the scanner calls anything, it needs to be more higher time frame. It needs to be more of like the 15-minute, 5-minute. I wouldn't be on like the seconds or anything trying to play anything with a scanner. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple in EU. So I've just got an alert sitting up here. Obviously, if it ends up breaking this low down here, right, and then we get the retest, obviously I'll play a short out of that, or of course that lower time frame distro up in here, or redistribution. Does that make sense for EU and GE? We'll go with GU in a sec. But any questions on EU? Anyone see it differently? Obviously, if it wants to reaccumulate and just blast through, so be it. I'm not gonna get caught up on it. But if it does that, it is what it is. I'm just not gonna cry about it. All good? Yeah, should be pretty simple. Cool. So if we open up GU on the other hand, same thing, right? Again, we spoke about this being a Type 4 distro yesterday. It's also building like a little micro distro Type 1 in here. So same thing on GU. If we pretty much get, you know, a reaction out of here, a lower time frame distro, it will be open for the short. Or of course a redistro or like a M5, M15 scanner call. This is not a redistro anywhere down here. This is an accumulation. So maybe something like that. Come into New York session, potential drop. But yeah, I don't see this as a redistro. I see this as an accum. Potentially send it down. Again, it all depends what PPI is going to do. Like PPI, if it really comes out higher, that would add more fuel to the bearish narrative. But again, I'm not in the business of trying to predict. Do you validate the trading range on a Type 4 from the client? Yeah, bro. The phase A is always what really sets your trading range. But again, like with Type 4s, they're not always super clean. Like for me, what helps me identify Type 4s is that shortening of the thrust. So like, for example, like think of it like, I'm not going to use that example, but like think of it like, you're running, right? Eventually, you're going to get out of energy. So when you start the race, you've got plenty of energy, but then at the end of it, you're going to get slower and slower and slower, right? You're going to get slower and slower and slower. And we call it like a shortening of the thrust. Just like if you were your girlfriend, bro, after maybe an hour, you're going to slow down a little bit. Let's be real here, right? So you're not going to have all that energy forever, right? So the point is the market's the same thing, right? If you look here, demand, huge move, gigantic move, still big, but a little bit smaller. And then look how slow it's getting, right? Look how slow those movements are getting. Look at the time and the duration. I'm not going to short in here. Scanner's calling a sell, but I wouldn't short off this. It's not in my zone. I'd want to, again, with my scanner, I always need it to come into the zone. Oh, well, rip. But anyway, right? So if we go back to what was on GU, right? I need that XAU CAD. The fuck is trading XAU CAD, bro? XAU USD, bro, gold. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, like again, if you look, right, we zoom out, we can see the shortening of the thrust, right? Like the duration, the price is, creating, humongous movements in very short periods of time, right? Like huge movement in an hour and 45, huge movement in a few hours, right? Huge movement in a few hours. And then look at the next movement, bro. It takes fucking, bro, 3 days. Like the bullishness is dying down. Even here, bro, it's taking another, Jesus Christ, almost 5 days to rally. So that's definitely showing buyer exhaustion, 100%. Now the question is obviously, is it gonna do that or is it gonna continue rolling over? That's where again PPI data will give us a bit more insight. And like I said, if we follow the market cycle, like as a trader, it's not my job to predict. I just create if then scenarios. So like, if it comes up here, distributes, well, sellers are showing up, so I'll take the sell. I'm not here about being right or wrong. I just care about having a repeatable process. So, if it gives me that distro or comes down, tries to accumulate, and then fails, well, there's definitely sellers in the market. Then we can limit order those redistros for a big swing trade. But yeah, I hope that makes sense with the Type 4. I think you have a breakthrough tell the difference from continuations and Type 4s. So, I mean, like technically, like, on the lower time frame order flow, are these little reaccumulations on the 5 minute that you can keep buying up? Yeah, and technically you can. But again, it comes down to time frame and duration because we're on the 15 minute and this price action lasted 13, 14 days. So if you're stuck on the bearish narrative, are you okay with waiting 14, 15 days for a trade? If you're a little bit more impatient and you want to take something a bit more frequently, then yeah, playing those smaller, like mitigations and lower time frame cycles is definitely possible. Ultimately, yeah, if it does this and then does that, or this will reaccumulate, and there's no sellers. But obviously, you're going to know that before it happens by seeing if you distribute in here or Not because obviously if it comes up here and doesn't distribute, you're not going to sell it. That's why I love Wyckoff because I ain't got to predict. I just wait for the market to show me exactly what it's going to do, you know. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what I'm watching on gold. Sorry, gold, GU, definitely not gold, but we'll check gold in a sec. Yeah, makes sense. We'll check gold. Right. So obviously gold we spoke about yesterday being a distro, right? So I said be careful of that sign of weakness, and we are in the process of getting that weakness at this point, right? Obviously we had this leg, we had this leg, we broke this leg, and now what I want to really see today on gold is if we redistribute. I mean, we are. I mean, if you want to play like a, so you got two types of trades today. You got an aggressive entry, which is basically playing this market cycle in here in a lower time frame. I don't want to take anything now because it's NYSE. Well, not NYSE, the PPI. But like an aggressive entry is basically playing a small limit in there to target to those lows, and then more of a safer entry is waiting for this break, then playing the mitigation of that. But we can definitely keep an eye on what happens with Goldilocks. See what silver's doing. I would stay on the bearish side of gold unless obviously that's why I want to see the micros, like because obviously again, when you start seeing those lower time frame distros, it gives you more confidence. The POI, this giant one. But yeah, I don't look at XAU CAD, bro. It's gold futures. Gold's low, other one. So safe play is this low, London. Aggressive one is this one. Silver broke. Let's see silver. When did silver break? Silver broke this. Oh yeah, very nice. Yeah, we could get a bigger pullback on silver. Yeah, silver's still in a bullish market cycle, so until silver starts rolling over, then we can start considering gold shorts. I'm going to ping an alert up here, an alert down here. I'm going to be very cautious entering a trade this close to PPI. I mean, you can only really trade like news events like this on funded accounts, and I'm not trading fundeds right now. I don't really rate like fundeds are cool, but they're not long-term solutions, and they will just destroy your psychology. Happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? The news trade or yeah, like, I actually don't really recommend fundeds that much. We tried selling a dollar off what? Then we can hear maybe. Yeah, I was good trying to play trades yesterday because it was in that active accum. If I was going to short the dollar, I'd need to see something like that. You have a micro MPO one? Oh, I see, I see. But again, we're in an active accum, so I don't want to try and sell an active accumulation, personally. You can show the chart if you want, bro. We can see if it was valid. All right, so back to gold. We'll see if Goldilocks wants to break those lows. Silver looks like it's giving a little distro. I feel like silver can come higher. Scanner called entry there. I don't see myself taking that. Yeah, I mean, if we get that, little mitigation off that wouldn't be too bad. Bit more aggressive, so lower risk. Play lower risk. Come back to this, see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's doing its thing, eh? Off that short. I saw someone on Instagram, they were selling here or they stop here. It's fucking hilarious. Bro. Um, so I think we're about to get the redistro on ETH. Yeah, I'm definitely looking for this redistro today on ETH. So definitely alerts on those lows on ETH. We get that, yeah, we can definitely get a big leg down on cryptos. I'll get like 1820 and potentially we'll see how it reacts out of this devil's advocate. Yeah, to break that low. Wait, you hit stop loss? Or you took the trade? I think I misinterpreted. Um, I mean, it is valid. Higher time frame, low probable, but definitely valid. I did L yesterday on ETH. See. Again, short the frost, bro. The frost is short, and this is the order flow, bro. So look, this is your schematic, right? And it's boom, but this is the order flow, right? So you need for a redistro. Look at all that liquidity. Like, where's your manipulation on this? Remember, the market will do two phases. It will create a schematic, then it will trend, right? We're trending, so you now need to create another schematic with manipulation. Look where we are now, right? We had schematic, trend, schematic, and then right there, zoom out. So we had schematic, trend, schematic, trend, schematic, trend, like that. So yeah, for me now it's setting up for that redistro. But on your one, bro, yeah, like when I look at this, just look at the duration of that, bro. Look how long that took. Look how many candles are in there compared to this. Just order flow. And where's your shakeout? Who really got manipulated there? You've got all this liquidity, even stemming all the way back from there. So I would want to see something like that. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's like a 1 second schematic, but definitely keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on gold. Gold could come to fruition pretty soon. Silver keeps giving weakness. I would play a little short in here. So yeah, with this, bro, like you've just got. I mean, it's not even a POI, bro. It's an order flow. Like, where's your schematic? You know, like again, look. Let's confirm this, right? Look at ETH. I'm gonna invert the chart, right? But look how long this schematic is taking to build. What you were doing on your chart, I just inverted it. Well, basically, you're doing here, bro, is you're buying like an active distro. So you want to see that and then that before taking a position on this. GU, I will check it again. You can show me what you're seeing if you want. But yeah, not enough effort in that. Yeah, I wouldn't take this position. No manipulation on the POI. It's a channel. So for me, that would then be my reaccum. Let's try and play that. Yeah, I'm good off this. I think this is, I mean, I'm bearish on it, but there's no manipulation. Triple top, Asia highs intact. Got PPI coming out in a few minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if we do that. Or just fucking shit itself. We are at a whole number of 1350, 13500. Yeah, but your schematic wasn't a reaccum, it was just highs and lows, you know? No manip. Like you're basically, bro, here, like you're trying to buy in there. You know, like no shakeout. It's like, it's a bit early to say if dollar's getting strength. We've got news coming out in 1 minute. Anyone want to place a guess on what PPI is going to be, up or down? Just for the banter? Down? I have no idea. Ugh, indices are trash. Yeah, super trash. What did YM do? So we got a sweep, but we got no strength. Yeah, I don't like. I'm not a fan in indices. I think today is ETH if we get the shorts, and GU EU and gold if we get it. This news comes out as a minute. All right, take care, bro. We'll rally up. Maybe the news sends the market down. Five, four, three, two, one. Oh fuck! I'm gonna trade. PPI come out as. You ever seen those fucking? You ever seen that meme where all the Indians are like waiting on a news event and they're like buy, and then just fucking or like sell, and the market just fucking rallies 1,000 points. Hilarious. Come on, PPI month for month zero, so went up. Producer level. Right, ChatGPT. Analyze today's PPI. I mean, bro, bro. I'll tell you something, man. Trading by yourself and trading in front of people is two completely different things, bro. Right, what we got? So core PPI stayed the same. How is ChatGPT telling me PPI has not been released, bro? Shut up. It has been released. Let's dive into this. PPI drugs? What the fuck? In Thai. Oh, we're getting the shorts on gold. I can't believe you're hurting me. If we get this break, I might play a limit on that. Oh yeah. Let's go silver. Damn. Nice sweep. EU. That might be a nice short in there. So. Oh, the bot called one. Fuck. Come back. Come back. Well, the bot called something on gold too, eh? I think might get gold. Risk reward on those. Ugh. That liquidity, not bad. 1 to 7. I'll open another chart. Fuck indices today. Bot called 2 seconds. Yeah. I don't think EU is gonna pull back. What we got? Let's see what gold does. I think took one trade last week. So, you guys like cereal? See what happens, man. I mean, I like cereal too. Bro, I found this protein cereal in 7-Eleven yesterday. It's fire. Let's see what PPI was then. Damn, down from 5.5. Probably because the energy prices. 7-Eleven, you miss it? 7-Eleven is fire, bro. Get Tesco. Bro, Tesco has fire snacks. Oh, there you go, boys. It happens. I hate, bro. I hate doing this. I hate just staring at the chart, bro. I hate we're doing this. This is cancer for your fucking psychology. The only reason I'm doing it is because we're here on a Zoom. This is the worst thing you can do for your psychology. I mean, dollar looks like it's showing a bit of strength, but let's see. Now, the more you look at it, bro, every time it ticks, it fucks with your psychology. Now, like, you just got to ask yourself, do you meet your plan? If you do, take a trade, forget it, and don't put too much pressure on yourself if you win. Now, like, a lot of people, they put too much pressure and judge themselves on the outcome of a single trade or a single event. But, we all know that trading has like one event, one trade, really has no bearing on your progress or results. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. That is 15-minute closes. So, like, for me now, like, if I wasn't on stream, I'll come back in 7 minutes at the end of the 15-minute candle close. This has got big swing potential. I definitely want to target these lows, take some partials there. And I'll see how we react out of here if we come lower. Yeah. A lot of volume. It happens. Model 4, take it. Crypto zone. Mm, 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 mm. Well, yeah, I mean, this is it. There's nothing really else to do. How EU's reacting. Yeah, I just gotta wait. They redistros down. Yeah, if we get weakness. This is slightly more aggressive entry. Silver just called it M1 play. Mm, So, anyone else got any charts someone look at? Gold card draw this out as my potential redistro range. Um, yeah, bro, that's a change of character, right? One drive, two drive, maybe three, like that. Keep staring at charts, bro. You're trying to find a second base micro. You can, but trading is just about making decisions sometimes, and just sticking with it. 1-7's not bad. We get that New York session. Grade from last Friday. Let's see. Can't believe. What is that song? Where it's like, I can't believe you. What is that song, bro? It's stuck in my head. They played it in the club the other night. Yeah. That was a ChatGPT it. Right, let's see this. Where's that gone? So you take so Q Leading Love. Is that it? Bruv, I've been looking for that song in so long. Get copyrighted. Is it? No, 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 no. Okay, well, I'll chat GPT it later. What is it? Is it Keisha Cole Love? I think it's Keisha Cole Love. Here it is. They played some remix in the club. It's fucking hard. Anyway, let's see. So, alright, zoom in a little bit on this. Yeah, bro, like Shazam, I think it died, bro. My Siri never works anymore. I always like Siri, what song is this? Never works. Okay. Trying to play a Reaccum. The thing I would firstly say, bro, is like where you are right there, bro. Like you're in the middle of nowhere. Like what gets you to the lower time frame here? You know? Like, why would you zoom in down there? ES broke high. So why wouldn't you wait for Nasdaq to follow and then reaccumulate? It was you got a song request? All right, bet. I don't. Would you guys? Shall we start playing music whilst we trade or no? I thought it normally like distracts people, but I'm gonna play that off this. Um, yeah. So I mean that, bro. Like, if ES broke, why don't you just wait for this to break and then play it? You know? Yeah. Like, what? Why wouldn't you just wait for this to just follow it and do that? Because if ES is gonna pull back, that's gonna cause this to smash lower. You know? Yeah, and that's what happened. And here we haven't broken supply. I'd rather just wait for that whole schematic to confirm itself. You just wanted to trade. Yeah. Again, you've got to remember, like, don't trade what you see because it looks like a reaccum, bro. But how do we validate it? Remember, right? Again, I live in Thailand, so I got a lot of well, no, pause. I do not have experience with this, but like, you got to be careful, right? Because right, pause. Right? You got to be very careful. You got to be very, very careful, right? Because you can get people that look like women, but they're not women. So you got to be very careful. Very, very careful, right? Just gonna say no self-incrimination. Fuck's sake. Oh, you learned the hard way to fuck. No, don't hear me out. Haram. Oh, bro, I remember you told me that story at the fucking villa. Or was it in the restaurant? I think you told me. There it is. Yeah, like it can look like it, bro, but like you gotta wait for that verification, you know? You need the verification. So look, we don't even break that high. I mean, this is not as bad. I'll give you this one. So why? I mean, it never broke the high. I mean, I wouldn't. No, but so this would be an example where like ES breaking's better because ES broke, then we pull back in demand. So now I would say that we wouldn't necessarily need the other one to break because it's already pulled back. You know, like obviously when we're here, excuse me, when we're here and ES is doing that, right? If ES is now going to pull back after breaking, that's going to cause this to smash. You know, bro, I cannot say that on the stream. If I say that, God, fuck it out. But yeah, bro, be careful when they it cracks. Hope that makes sense, bro. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, if you're gonna play a lower time frame refinement on this, I mean, yeah, I think now it's potentially building a type one. Either that or I hit stop loss. No problem. No problem. 1 hour close needs to be bearish. That 1 hour close gives me a nice bearish rejection. We're safe. If not, I die. I wouldn't call that the distro. I mean, where's the trading range on that, bro? If anything, I mean, maybe that you could try and argue. But yeah, there's no trading range there, bro. And like, what did it do? You're still in the uptrend. Like, okay, I mean, sent this one. Yeah, it looks a bit better, but what did it do, bro? We're still in a bullish market cycle at this point.
Hey, Kieran.
Yup.
So on that trade, I did have a question because I sent in the group chat and then Crystal gave me some pointers on it. He was telling me the same thing that you just said, but I didn't understand it quite well. So even though we're on the POI, we still need to have that that breakup structure,
I
or
mean,
is it because on the higher
I mean,
time
it's not even about breaker structure. It's just about like understanding the market cycle, bro. So like, I mean, when was that? When was that?
Tuesday?
Tuesday, you said, yeah?
Yes,
Uh, what time was it, bro? South London
it was before New York.
before New York on Tuesday. So here-ish, right? Somewhere in here.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of POI or not, bro, like we're bullish from here. Where our buyers in, like, look what every distro has done. Distro failed. Distro failed. Distro failed. Distro failed. You know, most likely. So it's one of those things I wouldn't be trying to um short from here. I mean, I wouldn't even really call this a POI, bro. Like, you don't really have any manipulations, active accumulation, rest in liquidity, sweep of the lows, break to the upside. You know, I don't really favor shorts on this. I
Okay.
recommended broker. So I'm not gonna say that on stream, but I'll send you my favorite broker that I'm trading on right now. Our liquidity providers are like JP Morgan, Dutchess Bank, Citibank, etc. So if you want it, you can message me on Instagram there, and I'll send it to you. But yeah, bro, like just for me, at that point, like no, we didn't do anything, and even then, like I'm not even trying to play a short in there, bro. Like we're still accumulating. If I was gonna short this, I would need to have like, okay, let's say we now do this, we get a shit ton of weakness, then we micro. Yeah, I think that'd be worth a short, but yeah,
Would these come down back to the three loss of Wyckoff?
yeah, bro, for sure. And like for me as a rule, like if let's say, regardless if I'm in the POI or not, if let's say okay, you have a POI, whatever, and then remember the lower time frame is going to be bullish when it approaches. So let's say if I get a distro here and it's coming into this demand, like why is it not breaking? Like it should be able to break that with ease. And even then, like we're in an active accumulation. We're not even in a free distro. Like there's no shakeout. We just swept the low. No. So for me, I wouldn't be trying to short this at all. We're in, like, we zoom out. Where are we? in
We're in
demand.
demand.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'd rather just wait for sellers to really confirm a redistro on something like this. You know, all that liquidity there. You know, like let's say now maybe we do that and then we sort of redistribute inside of it. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, like when we're here, where you are here, like you're still in an uptrend. You know, buyers are still in control from here. So regardless of it distributing or whatever you perceive, you want to see that distro confirm itself.
Okay, and then you see that line that I have right there where you started the arrow. So if it would have if it broke that, then it would have been valid.
Um, I wouldn't say it'd have been valid because again, higher time frame, bro. Like again, what like when I'm sitting, what did we say on Tuesday? When I'm sitting here, like we said there's an active accum. We want to see something like that. So I'm not. There's nothing to short because what do we short? Mitigations of manipulations. Who got manipulated as this to be a POI to fib? Like where's my shakeout? Who got manipulated there? You know?
Okay.
Yeah. So you always
Okay,
want to
well
see
that
that
makes
manipulation.
sense.
If there's no manipulation, bro, you're gonna be manipulated.
Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Kieran.
No worries, bro. What's a reasonable amount of money to where trading the personal makes more sense over a funded, assuming it's based off personal expenses? I mean, like, so there's different perspectives, bro. Like, I mean, if you've got a track record, bro, and you know your statistics, you can grow the fuck out of a small account. You're not going to be using good risk management, but you can definitely grow a small account for sure. Um, like you could have like, for example, your main account where you're just, trying to compound it slowly over time. And then you can have like flip accounts. But it all like you can only have a flip account if in my opinion, if you've got a good track record, you know? Like because let's say even if you get a funded account, right? Funded accounts are shit because one, they eventually ban you once you get enough payouts, and two, like all those rules can really fuck up your psychology, you know. But like even then with a funded account, right? You might fail two, three, or four before you get a payout. But like how I see it is with personal capital, regardless of what the account is, if you know your stats, you can still grow them like kind of quickly. For example, let's say you got $1,000 account. Let's say you know that you're do some maths. Let's say you know that your average risk to rewards are 1 to 10 and your win rate is 50%, right? Shit, you can risk fucking $50 a trade, if you know and you know your stats, right? Yeah, you might lose, you might lose a couple $100, but then when you get that 1 to 10 on that 1 to 50, you make that 500 and that account can grow, you know, and you can take that out and put that into your other account and compound it in that sense. But like, regardless, bro, like, you like again, because the thing is with funded accounts, they're just money grabs, bro. Like that's the thing. I mean, can you get payouts for sure? But the point is, how many times do people fail funded challenges before they get a payout? Like the average person, bro, like will fail 10, 20, 30 different funded accounts. Like I get approached by prop firms all the time telling me to promote them. I had one telling me that I can create my own prop firm. And they said, well, Kieran, here's the options. You can provide the liquidity. And I said, okay, well, how much am I going to need? And they said, well, really, you won't need a lot because everyone who fails the challenge, 99% of people are going to fail the challenge. So you can just pay out the profit from like, let's say, the challenge is $200 or 500, whatever, right? And you sell it to 100 people and then you make, 50K, just for example, right? Okay, one guy gets a payout of 5K out of those 100 people. Okay, cool. That's the point. That's the money grab. So most people fail funded challenges because of the rules. Like the second those rules come in, that's when it fucks you. It's like you ever like did like one of those speeches in school or something, and then like you remember your speech, and then as soon as you get in front of the class, you forget everything. It's not one of them ones. So for me, I like funded accounts can be cool, but like they're a big money grab at the same time, bro. So they can definitely completely fuck up your psychology. So I don't really recommend them too much. To be honest with you, bro. Like, you can grow small accounts, but again, it all rises and falls off. Do you have a track record? Like if you don't have a track record, you're gonna get fucked regardless. So yeah, like don't bro, like you can definitely grow small accounts, if you got profitability. Like I literally know someone yesterday grew $1,000 account to $8,000. You know, so you can do it, bro. You can flip accounts for sure. Like it's just not hard. But what's hard is, do you have a track record? Can you prove you're profitable? Do you know your systems? So like honestly, bro, the money is not the hard part with trading. The skill set is. Once you got the skill set down, bro, like the money is pretty easy to come by. Like again, what like because again, people can't take losses. Like the difference between me, I can take a loss and be completely fine, take another entry right after, or but again, not get emotional about it. Some people take a loss, get emotional, start over trading. Some people take a loss, get scared, and get hesitant. So if you can master yourself and master your system and know all your different things, you're completely fine. Of course, ideally, yeah, if you had more capital, but then this is where like life comes in. Like go hustle in real life. You know what I mean? Like go like not get a job, but go start a business, go do something, go affiliate, go build a brand, go do something in real life to get capital. Like the whole like the market's like, you know what I mean? That's the way to do it. Money makes more money. So don't just try and dedicate everything to the market, because when you try and dedicate your whole life to the market, you overtrade, you get emotional when you lose, right? You become attached to the outcome of a trade. Right. And when you become attached to the outcome of a trade, that's when you start getting emotional, making emotional decisions. Like for me, if we lose this gold trade, I don't give a fuck. I don't care, and that's how you gotta be. Like if you start caring when you win and lose trades, you start thinking, oh my god, I did something wrong, I did something right. You can have a trade that meets your exact same criteria, right? And it can win, it can lose, it doesn't matter. But the point is, are you following your rules? Are you following your criteria? That's the key. If you can follow your rules and your criteria, it doesn't really matter what happens next. You know? That's it, guys. Mm-mm. 'Can't believe you're hurting me. Gold come off the 80. I just took another small entry off the 80%. So I got another one in here. We'll see what happens. Do we lose or do we die? But risk can be adjusted above this high. 'Cause now if it loses, we're fucked. Charge my phone, which is on 1%. But yeah, I think I'm gonna probably call it a day. CFD correct the high. Gay. All right. But yeah, they can crack. Why not? See EU doing. EU's coming up to the higher time frame zone, so we'll see if it wants to respect. I think DXY is coming to our original POI as well. See what happens. Even though you're still learning the skill of trading, would you recommend starting a business on the side? Do you think that would too much time? It depends on the stage where you're at, bro. Because like I feel like the start, like it depends. I think it really depends on the stage you're at. Because it gets to a point, bro, where it's like there's nothing you can really like do apart from wait for a trade. You know, like it does get to that point. So like for me, like when I'm like when I perform the best when I'm busier with life, you know? Like I mean, don't get me wrong, like you need to be focused and shit, but I guess it all comes down to time allocation because if you can allocate the time of trading and you can be efficient with your time, then yes, it can be good, right? But if you get an overwhelmed, you're poor organization, then it can fuck you up completely. So I think it just comes down to the individual. Um, but bro, like it's definitely a good way to have another cash flow, have another stream of income to fund your trading. Because let's say you're making, a couple thousand a month from your job, right? You're going to be relying on that money. You want to pay your bills, versus if you've got another stream of income coming in, all that profit can go then into funding your account, and you can still live efficiently. Again, it all comes to time management. I can't believe. Micro high. Wonder. Hey, it could break. I mean, it all depends what dollar wants to do now. I wouldn't correlate gold and dollar too much, but dollar shows strength. That would help. The fund just closed out GU profit. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very fucking nice. Couple other trades and drawdown, no problem. UFC CAD better fucking rocket. Oh, the actual charts? Yeah, I mean, I just focus on the main gold one, GC. We'll see how this M15 closes. If we get a nice bearish M15, we should be good for these shorts. If we just rally, is what it is. I'm not bothered. He's got to be completely emotionless. Indices are trash, bro. Like super trash. Super gay. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? I mean, gun to my head, eyes, but like, yeah, maybe we get a bit of fuel after PPI. Can't believe I am. It could rally, bro. Silver showing strength. Good. Silver about to fucking drop. Oh, again, like this is the worst thing you can do now. Just stare at it. If you take a loss, cool, no problem. Drown yourself, move on to the next trade. This is waiting for the break. I'm really in on some positions, bro. I played the entry off the 50 and the 80. Stop's been slightly reduced, but above these highs. So we'll see what happens, bro. If it wants to hit my stop loss, no problem. I'm then 1 for 1 on gold this month. Hit a 1 to 15 last week. So if I lose 1 hour today, no problem. Give me the L. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go because I'm just like staring at this chart. I don't like staring at charts. So yeah, if gold keeps dropping, good. If not, good. We got to be neutral between wins and losses. If it does, I'm gonna be targeting this low and then targeting these equal lows as well. And then I'll just keep a runner to see if it wants to keep dropping, but yeah, I'm not really bothered. We'll see what dollar wants to do. If dollar shows strength, it will help gold. I mean, it's not correlated, but it will definitely help it. So we need silver to drop. Silver's showing a bit of strength, which isn't good. We'll see. I'll keep a focus on cryptos. If we get any weakness, a lot of liquidity building up here. Cool. All right, guys, we'll call it a day. And then I think Nathan should be doing his call on Sunday. Yeah, and I'll catch you guys on Tuesday, regular programming. Cool. No more questions or charts. We'll call it a day. All right, take care. I'll drop recording in the chat. And anyone needs me, just reach out. Take care.